Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. Capricorn, today I'm going to be doing your reading from September 8 to the 14th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice. And also, I will pull one message from the Ancestral Oracle deck. Now, dear Capricorn, Mommy Capricorn, Daddy Capricorn, as you all know, I'm son of a Capricorn. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here onto the channel. I greatly and deeply appreciate your presence, your encouragement, and your care on especially the last few readings. You are seen, you are heard, and you're appreciated, dear Capricorn. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. And for those of you also that wondering, I'm using the Renaissance Tarot deck, and then I will use the original tarot deck to clarify. Capricorn, your challenge from September 8 to the 14th is the world. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. Your challenge here, Capricorn, has to do a lot with some sort of a cycle that either is coming to an end or is closing off, and you're going to have to make a decision here. There is a major transformation. You have to make a very big decision. This is a test for you, because what I'm seeing here, there is something that's possibly going to end, and you have to really make your decision if you want to fight for this or if you want to put an end to this, okay? The World card here, Capricorn, is the last card in Major Arcana, and it means a closure. A cycle is finally closing out for you, and you could be entering into a new chapter. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the recent past, dear Capricorn, you have the Sun, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So in the recent past, for many of you, we're potentially dealing with the sign and the energy of the Sun, right? The Sun here represents a Leo. So some of you, I feel like that were involved in a connection with your specific person, and there was a lot of arguments and conflicts with the Five of Wands. I do see here a situation that caused a lot of arguments and conflict and misunderstanding. There might have been multiple people involved in this situation. Many of you try to have a brand new beginning with this person, but I'm seeing here major disappointment, major conflict, and we're going to talk about what this conflict was actually about. Now, in the present moment, Capricorn, you have the Four of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. For many of you, you're in isolation. In the present moment, you are in separation, you're in isolation. There is this Hermit energy on top of your reading, and this talks about you really doing a lot of internal work within yourself. A lot of you are on a spiritual journey as well. You are in the Hermit mode. You could be dealing with the Virgo or also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So could be a Sagittarius as well, or Aquarius. Now, in the present moment, with the Four of Swords, there is a lot of internal work that you are doing within yourself. You're really looking deep within, the relationship dynamics that you have had so far, your family members, the people in your life. So you're healing your heart. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, the Death, and the Seven of Wands. So in the near future, Capricorn, there is a major decision to be made. There is a test, okay? And this has to do a lot with you recognizing and realizing what is it that you want to walk away from. Are you walking away from a situation, from a person, from a dynamic? Are you trying to really, because there is some challenges that seem to be showing up for you in the near future, and I want you to be aware of that, okay? Because a lot of you have been really fighting, maybe closing off this cycle, maybe letting go of something has been very challenging and difficult for you. And this is something that we're going to talk about. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups talks about compassion, love, self-care. forgiveness, right? Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're someone, Capricorn, that you've been through a lot with the Nine of Wands energy. There is also Six of Cups, a person from the past that you are very wounded from. You seem to be very hurt and very upset and disappointed over the fact that somebody here did something to you or said something to you that really, really caused you to feel a certain way. And there is a major disappointment, Five of Cups. Yeah, there is something here that you're still ruminating over, contemplating, and it's just been on your mind nonstop. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this shortly. So let's get into your reading and let's clarify your challenge and the rest of the cards for you. So I'm going to clarify the main challenge for you, dear Capricorn. I'm going to clarify the world. So the world here, dear Capricorn, talks about a cycle. Also, a cycle closing up and an ending. And every ending has an opportunity to bring a brand new beginning as well. Some of you could have just said, you know what, I'm done. I just don't want to wait. I just want to focus on myself. I don't want to obsessively, excessively think about something or someone. And also, we're having the lunar eclipse in your fellow Earth sign Virgo on September 7, in the sign of Pisces, but also it's happening during Virgo season, okay? So the world card here is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, okay? So this is you showing up in the present moment, really contemplating, like I said, like remember when I was saying in the beginning, you're healing your heart, right? So in the present moment, dear Capricorn, as you can see, the Three of Swords is showing up with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is you. Right now, you're sitting with your pain. Right now, you are disentangling yourself from certain situations. You're really becoming more aware, right? Awareness is key. You're becoming deeply aware of the fact that there was maybe an unequal give and take exchange energy between you and this person. Somebody here maybe breadcrumb you, okay? You have the Knight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, possibly a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Could have been another Earth sign. And for many of you, there was a situation here that caused you to experience a heartbreak, breakup, separation. And a lot of you have been feeling really stuck. A lot of you have been feeling really in this limbo because the Knight of Pentacles, in fact, actually in tarot is the only knight that's actually standing still. He's not moving forward. He's not moving backwards. And you're, you know, as a Capricorn, you're a very meticulous sign, okay? You don't rush into things. My dad is a Capricorn. My sister is, so I know, you know, I will always mention that. But this is about you really taking your time, and maybe you're really just disconnecting from the outside world, from the noise out there, because you have the Hermit here and the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. 444 also could have a very significant meaning for you. So Capricorn, you're really disengaging from the drama, the chaos, what's going on out there, and you're really healing yourself from this separation for something that ended in your life recently. And we're going to see how is this transforming for you in the near future, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to clarify the Sun for you. So the Sun in the recent past, dear Capricorn, is clarified by the King of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Hanged Man, okay? So in the recent past, I do see here a separation, okay? Like suddenly not talking to one another here, as you can see. Okay, this is the Four of Swords here is lack of communication, but also, you know, separation that actually led to a lot of healing. Even though you and this person separated, even though things, you know, happened between you and them, like a lot of fight, a lot of argument, conflict, it actually led to a lot of healing between you and this person. I'm also getting here someone acting very childishly in the recent past, okay? So let's talk about, or very immature. So in the recent past, let's see what is this argument about. I'm going to clarify the Five of Wands. It's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, possibly a third-party situation for some of you, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles. So maybe there was a lot of arguments and fights because of stability, commitment. Maybe there was also a lot of arguments going on surrounding money, surrounding financial situation here, maybe home, stability, right? For many of you, this third party could mean like literally, it doesn't have to be a person, could be, but it also can be career, money. It's just something was not clicking. Something was not working out because, first of all, the Ten of Pentacles represents money, household, financial situation. Second of all, I think that you did really want to actually achieve a certain level of financial stability for yourself and try to work things out with this person. You might have even give them a chance. You might have really tried to work it out with this individual. But it looks like things were just not really clicking here, okay? Now, it just was not going where you really wanted it to. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, you might have waited for an apology, okay, for a conversation to take place, and that's something that hasn't happened yet, or it did not happen yet, okay? For many of you, I do see here, someone kind of like abandoning you, walking out with the Five of Pentacles here. There was a disconnection between you and someone else, and I think that a lot of you realize that, maybe I overextended myself too much into this connection. I overgave, I overshare, and a lot of you felt very disappointed, okay? A lot of you felt really sad after things ended between you and this person. Maybe the outer world didn't really know about that. Maybe the outer world didn't really notice that, like your people, your surrounding people, because you tend to really keep things a lot within yourself. You tend to really bottle things up within yourself, and that's the reason why a lot of you have been doing a lot of internal work, right? You have been trying to find an outlet to actually transmute the pain and whatever has happened in the recent past. And I'm also sending you a big hug. So in the present moment, let's talk about what's happening for you. Okay, you have the Four of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. So in the present moment, it looks like you are contemplating over the fact that something here from the recent past has happened, okay? You're not maybe dating other people. Maybe some of you are not really accepting any other offers. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, and the Star. Deep down within yourself, in the present moment, you are, first of all, tapping into your spiritual side, and you have some sort of a hope and a wish to be fulfilled, which is about manifesting, which is about creating a reality for you. There is some secrets that you really want to know. First of all, that's another message I'm channeling. The High Priestess Capricorn talks about hidden knowledge, hidden things, and very mysterious. So for many of you, really want to know, why did this person walk away from me? A lot of you really want to uncover the truth. A lot of you really are hoping that, you're going to want to know the final truth, like, why did they leave me? Because somebody here walked away, and that is something that has come into your attention, and you're really wanting to know the truth. You're really wanting to find out the truth. So the Hermit here in the present moment is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the World, and the Three of Wands. The World here is also in the middle of your reading, okay? So it came around. No. Sorry, I thought it was hair in my mouth, but it's not. I just had an apple. So it was a part of apple, okay? Anyways, sorry, I was gonna take it out because I don't want hair, no hair in my mouth. My hair. So in the present moment, dear Capricorn, the Hermit, okay, you're doing a lot of contemplation within yourself, and you're really asking yourself this question, okay, your big question: has it really ended? Has it really ended? Because you're stuck, you seem to be really, stuck, but not in a bad way, but it's just like you're really contemplating this pain that has happened, and you're asking, you're in isolation, you tend to get to yourself, which is a good thing, and you do a lot of contemplation here. This is about you really wondering, is there ever going to be a beginning with this person or not? Maybe you're waiting for something to take place, waiting energy here. And then the Ten of Cups, you do really deep down want to have a brand new beginning with this person, want to have family. There is this sense of we can create a reality for ourselves, but you're not really wanting to initiate anything yet. The Four of Swords here is, again, talking about a lot of healing that's taking place for you. And it's clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. The cards are always in front of you, right? The Sun here that showed up in the recent past, which I talked about, you could have dealt with a Leo. And it's showing up here in the present moment as well, okay? Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. So for many of you, you're healing from the situation, the way that it unfolded. And honestly, I also see, as you can see, this person is sleeping. You might be seeing this person in your dreams. There might be a very strong telepathic communication between you and this person as well in the present moment. A lot of you, whoever this individual is, you might really realize and see them You might actually even know that they are somehow becoming financially independent. There is a lot of financial growth in this person's life. I mean, this is a financially independent person. Nine of Pentacles is someone that actually lives in a very high frequency, and this energy here is about wealth. Okay, so maybe the person that you separated from, they are achieving some sort of wealth for themselves. And I do see here you wanting the best for this individual, but you are still, there is unfinished business. There is something here with the Four of Swords. There is a sword underneath the bed, right? Three of them are on the wall. The one is under the bed. So there is some sort of a conversation that you're anticipating to have. And maybe this is a closure that will bring for you. I don't know, because the World card is talking about closure, okay? So let's talk about in the near future, and this is something that you really have to decide if you really want to walk away from this person, if you really want to put an end on your end or no. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Tower, the Knight of Swords, and the Justice. Okay, so first of all, in the near future, and then there is the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there is a major realization and a shift that's going to happen, okay? I think that what's going to end up happening is that the moment that you realize that, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm going to walk away. Like, you know, I don't feel that this is something that's going to really fulfill me. I just feel very disappointed. I'm getting this energy of you, Capricorn, loving this person so much and quietly, silently, subtly, but you are very disappointed over the fact that things, you know, about the things that, about the things that happened between this person and the way that things actually unfolded between you and this individual. So for many of you in the near future, there is going to be a very important understanding, shift, realization, and out of the blue, okay, out of the blue. When you look at this with the Tower here and the Knight of Swords, these seem to be very kind of a little bit chaotic, unexpected energies. Like someone here could approach you or someone here could reappear at the point where you're saying, I'm done. When you say I'm done, like I just don't want to deal with this. And that is the art of detachment. That's when you really say, you know what, I'm not focusing onto this person. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm done. You know, and because when we stop excessively and obsessively thinking about something or anything or anyone, we don't repel it back. We just let the universe to unfold it in a natural way. So something here in the near future is changing and transforming for you. The Death card, it's clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Judgment, and the Ten of Wands. Some of you also could be dealing with the Scorpio. There's a Scorpionic energy here as well, or someone who has a Scorpio in their birth chart. So in the near future, dear Capricorn, major realization, major announcement, notification. I do see here with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is all about conversation. It's about addressing an issue. And you know, you could be having an epiphany. This person will be having an epiphany, and both of you coming together and wanting to have that conversation and talking to each other, because it's just become like a burden. Something here needs to be let go of, right? What is it that no longer serves you? What thoughts, feelings, emotions, behaviors are out there that you have been holding on to that you really are realizing that you need to let go of them? Something here needs to change big time because it's just become very overwhelming. And I think that for many of you, you got to be honest with yourself. And you know, on my channel, I do not sugarcoat anything. I'm a straight shooter. I keep it very real. I'm son of a Capricorn, Taurus. I'm Armenian. I'm a quadruple Leo. So in the near future, you got to be completely honest with yourself with the Seven of Wands. Are you really wanting to put an end to this? Are you really fighting against your feelings? Like, because this in of itself represents as a challenge and as a test. So let's talk about that. Because, you know, I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell people what they actually need to hear. So I keep it very real here. If you've known me for a long time here, you know. Okay, so Five of Wands again, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. So in the near future, maybe on the Moon, if it's going to happen for you, I think that a lot of you are going to really realize that you got to let go of this idea or these emotions and these feelings that something ended in a way that there is no way back around, or there is an internal conflict that you have been having. This is an internal conflict that you got to let go of. A lot of you have dreams, okay? The Moon, dreams, visions, realizations. It also talks about your subconscious mind. So for many of you, I strongly feel like here that you're going to realize that I'm letting it go. I'm letting go of these internal battles, letting go of these internal doubts and fears that I've been carrying, because If I really want to work, if I really want something to work out, I don't have to force it. I need to align myself to that. And maybe this is the reason why this is your biggest test here and the challenge here, that even though things ended, even though something came to an end, what do you want to do? How do you want to have a brand new beginning, right? Even if you were to have a brand new beginning with this person, what are these thoughts and what is this pain about? Because you got to have an understanding of where is this person coming from, and have they also done the inner work and the healing within themselves or not, in order for you to be with this person. Because in the near future, I see here a lot of like, there's this sense of like, I'm fighting a challenge and a battle. But the good news here, dear Capricorn, is that you have done a lot of internal work within yourself. Excuse me. And the wisdom that you have gained is going to give you actually the new perspective to look at the world as a challenge, that even if it's a test, it's literally going to be the next thing that you're going to figure out, just like you have figured out a lot of things in the past. So the advice for you here, you have the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and that's you, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so the advice here for you is to remember, Ace of Cups, new love. It also was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, new love, offer a new beginning here. Remember that there is going to be compassion, love, and also the Eight of Wands, which is the card of communication. There is going to be communication between you and this person. And people might have said, we talked about this previously, right? Why is this not happening? Things like that. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. I'm meant to deliver the messages that I really feel like is coming up, right? I cannot make up a story. I can't really force anything here, because what if it happens for a lot of Capricorns out there, right? And I'm saying this out of love. You already know that. And I have a lot of receipts too, as like testimonials. So there is a love confession and an offer, Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands, towards the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is you. Okay, so this test, when you pass this test, is you're gonna see how it actually is gonna pay you off big time. How much actually, just because of your patience and your persistence, okay, the work you have been doing within yourself, how this new beginning is gonna feel so rewarding for yourself. So let's see what is the important ancestral and angels messages here for you. You have Rama and Sita, Holy Union, and the message underneath, it says soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. Soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. Okay, so this is a confirmation here. Again, I wouldn't think this card would come out, but it's literally about, an opportunity, right? Ace of Cups is an opportunity. It is love. It is a new beginning that's going to take place for you. And that's something you're going to see once the test comes out successfully. So dear Capricorn, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate you. I love you so much. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.